For a person that flew to Alaska, it took an embarrassing number of trips to unload VanGOgh. But I washed off the VanGOgh paint. She's fully fueled and empty. I am excited to hang out in my sweet bungalow with the gorgeous garden in Anchorage for the next 2 weeks. I have a friend that's coming to join me, so we're gonna adventure together unexpectedly, so that's really cool. Yeah, I woke up this morning in Denali just knowing that I had to get out of the park and have enough cell service to make my conference call. My boss did not make the conference call, so I hung out at the Denali South viewing area for 2 hours waiting for her and knocking out some work, and the mountain never showed. So I am feeling extra blessed for those couple of seconds that I had with Denali 2 days ago. Oh my God, that was 2 days ago. As I was driving into the park, I had the best time checking out the animals, hanging out with new friends, and this morning I really just needed to get back to Anchorage and thought I'd maybe knock out a couple things on the way. I wanted to visit this wildlife preserve, but it was an hour farther than Anchorage, and I was so tired. It's been a long 9 days. I mean, I don't think I slept more than 4 hours a night since I've been on the road, and I was just exhausted. So I was driving and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep behind the wheel. I need to pull over and rest for a little while. And I pulled over at this random lake and I slept for like 2 hours in the back of the van. I didn't feel like taking all the curtains out and everything, so I just like hung my jacket and a VanGOgh flag for some darkness and just passed out. So I was starting to get more and more sad the closer I got to Anchorage. The wildlife preserve that I put in my map was not real. There are 2 that are really good, and then one that I hadn't heard of that was nearby. And so I tried to go to that one, and it was just like somebody's house. So I was like, okay, I'm not doing that. And then I tried to go to this Russian Orthodox church in a preserve park that was supposed to be cool, and it was raining so hard I just didn't get out of the car. So I went to Midnight Sun Brewing, had a flight, hung out for a little bit, processed the rest of the trip, and just tried to switch gears for this next chapter as a house sitter in Anchorage with 2 sweet, sweet dogs. So VanGOgh is empty and ready to go back, and I'm gonna stay in this house full of sunflowers and fabulous people and get ready for the next leg of this Alaskan adventure. So I did it. I learned, I grew. It was hard, it was scary. I was stressed, I got stuck, I figured it out. I think I drove like 1,700 miles in the van. I'll do the math when I return it. But overall, I couldn't have asked for a better field trip, a better life experience, greater stories, more fabulous people to meet on the road, beautiful things to see. I'm gonna go upload all of my crazy animal pictures from my camera so that you can see how up close and personal we got with some crazy beasts out in the wild, and get ready for the next part. So thanks so much for following along. I've had the best time with you and hope that you do something this wild and out of the ordinary for yourself too.